Hey ladies and gentlemen, Paul Salter here. Thank you so much for watching and joining me in today's video, because today I'm going to teach you exactly how to use my post-diet weight maintenance phase calorie calculator, which, by the way, at the end of this video, I'm giving to you absolutely free. And after you finish watching this video, you'll know exactly how to use this tool to make the optimal changes to your calorie or macronutrient goal to successfully maintain your hard-earned weight loss after you finish a dieting phase. And before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and ring that little bell in the top corner of your screen so that you are notified every single time I release a brand new video, which, by the way, is every single Tuesday. Now, come on, let's take a look at that post-diet weight maintenance phase calorie calculator. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are live in the post-diet weight maintenance phase calculator, and I'm going to show you exactly how to use this calculator to maximize the value that is contained within. So the first thing you're going to do is come over to the left side of your screen where you see this select option text, and the arrow is not very obvious, but if you click this tab right here, you'll see a drop-down arrow appear, and you can change this to read either macronutrients or calorie intake. And the reason I provided these two options is I know that many people count purely calories when tracking their nutrition, while others prefer to track macronutrients. I prefer the latter, but I want to give you two separate options. And what you're going to do based on the tab you select is then input whatever information you have. So for instance, if you are going to input or you only track your calories, you're going to input your calorie total right here. So for example, let's say you're eating, now let's do 1,200 calories at the end of your diet. You'll then move on to phase one of this calculator. And here you'll re-enter that same information you entered above. And what's going to happen is you're going to see what your new calorie goal is going to look like if you decide to increase your calories by 10, 15, 20 or 25%. And a couple notes here. Number one, you'll notice that the blue cells are the only cells you will ever input in. The remainder of the document is locked. That is intentional to make sure none of the formulas are messed up accidentally. And number two, if you choose calorie intake up here, you're only going to stick with this side of the calculator. Everything to the right is not important at this time. And what you'll do is after you choose your new calorie goal, let's say we choose 1440 right here, you would follow that new calorie goal for the next 3 to 6 weeks, and when you're ready to transition to phase two, you'll enter 1440 here, and again, you'll get a new calorie goal based on whether you want to increase your calories by 10, 15, 20, and 25%. And essentially, you'll follow the steps I outlined in last week's video to best navigate throughout this post-diet maintenance phase and how to use this calculator to the fullest. But where I think the most value is provided in this calculator is if you track your macronutrients. What I'm going to do is shift gears here. I'm going to clear this number, and I'm going to clear this number. And what I'm going to do now is only enter my macros. I'm not going to worry about this calorie number because that's going to auto-calculate for you. So let's say at the end of a diet, I was eating 150 grams of protein, 80 grams of carbohydrates, and 20 grams of fat per day. You'll notice that the calories have auto-populated, and you're going to bring that number right down here. So I'm going to write 1,100. And again, you'll see your new potential calorie goals listed here based on how many calories you'd like to increase by, 10 to 25%. What your next step will be is to take this new calorie goal that you choose, and we're going to choose 1320, and we're going to input it manually right here. Now we're going to have the opportunity to play around with new macronutrient adjustments to help fulfill our new calorie goal. So if we're continuing with our above example here, let's say I keep protein the same, I increase carbohydrates by 20 per day, and I increase fat by 10 grams per day. What you'll notice here is we have a couple issues. And let's go ahead, I'm going to show you the issue here, or the challenge rather. What I mean is this calorie goal has a plus or minus 50 range to it. I don't want you having to get your calorie goal to the single calorie per day. That is relying too heavily on perfection and is not sustainable. So you'll see if I make a mistake or want to increase my carbohydrates by too much, it's going to tell me I need to reduce my macros because my calorie goal currently, or my calorie intake with these new macros currently exceeds my goal. Conversely, let's say I make a typo or don't increase calories enough, you're going to get a green warning that says, hey, you may add more calories. This calorie amount is not quite up to par with your goal. And you'll see you can continue to toggle with this until you are within plus or minus 50. So you'll see right here, I am in a very good spot. There we go. And that warning message or green guiding light will completely disappear. And what I'll do now is I'm in phase 1, I'll follow this new calorie goal, these new macronutrients for 3 to 6 weeks, and then I'll come down here and I'll enter my current calorie intake, which I got from this number. I'll put 1320, and then I'll choose another new calorie goal, and I'll enter that here. We'll go 1650. And bam, I get to enter macronutrient goals again. So we'll keep protein the same, we'll bump carbohydrates up significantly, and bring fat up as well. And with this basic example, I see I need more fuel, so I'll bring fat up even more. Voila, I'm right in the sweet spot. That was actually accidental, right on the money, but you see how this works. If I enter too many carbs, it's gonna tell me I need to reduce my macronutrients. And you'll simply follow this plan as you move down this calculator. And it's important to note, you do not need to use every phase. 2 videos ago, actually I'll put a little link up here for you in this video, I taught you how to determine your end of diet maintenance calorie intake. So please watch that video if you have not already, because it will show you when to eventually stop, whether it's after 2 increases, 3 increases, or maybe even 4. To get your very own post-diet weight maintenance phase calculator absolutely free, simply click the link in the top right corner of your screen or immediately below this video. And to best understand how to maintain your weight loss for the months and years to come, in addition to having this handy calculator to rely on, make sure you check out my brand new video playlist entitled Weight Maintenance 101. I know you're going to find a tremendous amount of value in that playlist. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give it a big thumbs up, and once you download your calculator, make sure you comment "got it" or "calculator" immediately below this video. And of course, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, make sure you do that and share this channel or video with a friend, because I know and you know there are so many other people out there who would benefit having a free, powerful tool like the one I've shared with you in this video. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.